Texas Republicans are touting a win this morning. The House passed the party's redistricting plan after a weeks-long deadlock sparked by Democrats breaking quorum. Now, today, the maps, which could add up to 5 new GOP-leaning districts, head to the state Senate. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle were sharply divided on this bill moving forward.
There's no account for values, and that's what's most important. The people of Texas have spoken. In the last several cycles, minority voters are trending Republican, and that is how this map is drawn. It's perfectly legal. Of course they're going to take us to court, but we will win.
We're going to shout that we won't back down. We're going to continue to move forward, and we're going to continue to fight. Because when we fight, we win.
And CBS News Executive Director of White House and Politics, Fin Gómez, joins us now. Fin, good morning. So now that the redistricting bill is heading to a vote, how soon could it make it to Governor Abbott's desk?
Michael, yeah, it will happen fast. It could happen as early as today or tomorrow. The new congressional maps that would add those 5 Republican-friendly seats to the Texas congressional map now goes to the Texas Senate, which is also dominated by Republicans. It then goes to Abbott, who has been pushing for this redraw, and the Republican has made no doubt that he will sign this new map. Important to remember that this all really started from the White House. President Trump has been very public about his call for Texas Republicans to make these changes and posted about it last night on social media. He said it was a big win for the great state of Texas. Everything passed on our way to 5 more congressional seats and saving your rights, your freedoms, and your country itself. Texas never lets us down. Florida, Indiana, and others are looking to do the same thing. As you see there, Michael, the president pushing for other Republican-led states to take Texas's lead to add more Republican seats in their respective states, an effort ahead of next year's midterms to offset any expected Democratic gains, which could potentially impact the balance of power in Congress, Michael.
Now, Fin, let's talk about other states and specifically about California. Democrats got their own win in court over a redistricting plan to counter Texas Republicans. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's right, Michael. The state Supreme Court rejected an initial legal challenge brought by Republicans, really what could have been the last major hurdle for that Democratic supermajority in the state, led by Governor Gavin Newsom, to get this special election to counterpunch Texas Republicans and potentially add 5 Democratic-friendly seats. So to appear on the ballot, the measure must pass both legislative houses in the state with a 2/3 supermajority. The state legislature is on track to establish that special election in November for voters to approve these changes. This could happen as early as today to set that election. California Republicans are gearing up to fight these new maps, Michael, raising money for their campaign to counter Newsom's proposed changes. But California Democrats that I spoke to feel bullish that they can do this, implement this new plan. Unlike Texas, where Governor Abbott's signature will seal the deal in the Golden State, it needs to be placed in front of voters.
All right, Fin Gómez, thanks for joining us.